of issues with the women. So, this is a time when she can have her fibroid, she can have a dysfunctional uterine bleeding, she can have X, Y, and Z. Now, this is a woman who has heavy bleeding, irregular cycles, she is in the middle age, and my mood is swinging. I become very irritable. I feel like slapping everyone who comes in front of me, understandably. So, understanding menopause is another very important age and time when women has to understand themselves to carry them very happily during that time. So, have a gynecologist. I have had all the check and everything is normal. It is only premenopausal. Take the vitamins and calcium and also understand how to handle your menopause. Because menopause, how to handle your mood swings. Once I know it is only because of my menopause, I am little reassured. Okay, I am not going mentally unstable. I am okay with myself. Okay, let me handle myself properly. So even if I feel like slapping, I smile and say, okay, okay, I'm all right. I feel okay. Okay, so what I'm saying is being aware of your condition is very, very important. So, I am not unhealthy. I am mentally stable. I can handle. This is only menopause. That gives me the strength to go through this. One. Second is have the right type of food. Any food, high protein diet and diet which has high estrogen. For example, white kabuli chana, murunga keera, all these green leafy vegetables and soya. Such things gives you a lot of that nutrient that is required, that boost that is required during your premenopause. Have good calcium, have good milk source. If you're not a person who is dairy, I don't like dairies, then go for calcium rich food like ragi, green leaf, so many things. So be aware. What I'm saying is not what you eat, this or that. Be aware that you must have to have understanding that you are going through your premenopausal time. Be and go through your proper gynec check. Understand that you don't have a problem. Please do one pap smear. That will really help you to understand whether you have a problem later. What do you mean by problem later? What is a pap smear? Pap smear is something that you do. Take a few fluids and the cells from the cervix, that is the mouth of the uterus, put it in a slide. This is not a surgery, it's a very simple OP procedure, and send it to the pathology. Now you get a normal result and you get dysplasia result and you get neoplasia. Neoplasia is cancer. Now, when you get this in between dysplasia results, if you are able to act that time, during dysplasia, because they say from the time of dysplasia to cancer it takes anywhere between 6 to 8 years. So if you are able to do something to the women, you can avoid the cervical cancer, because cervical cancer is one of the major issues for a woman like a breast cancer. So by having a pap smear, having a breast examination, going through your normal investigation and understanding it is only premenopause, very important. You are consciously able to do you are able to go through your mood swings. Then of course you take the proper kind of diet. If you have heavy bleeding, please take medication that will reduce it, because 50 ml and 7 days, that is accepted. but if you are going to bleed in clots and for more than 7 days, you are going to lose blood and you will not be able to replace the same amount by eating. You are not able going to eat that sort of a concentrated food or nutrition rich food. So definitely supplementing that women with iron or keeping a tab of her hemoglobin is very, very important. And take necessary treatment either symptomatically. Let us say I have a fibroid or someone has a fibroid that is surely bleeding and it is in the submucosa area or somewhere. You can do a hysteroscopy, small removal. So something like that. Whatever is your condition, please attend to it. Take the necessary diet. Do the exercise. It doesn't have to be phenomenally. You don't have to go to the gym and have to do an hour of your weights and nothing like that. If you're a person who is doing it, well and good. We are all happy with you. But if you're someone who's not able to do it, what I say is at least inside your house, fix a time and do 50 to 20 minutes of walking or something you like. You want to put a mat and do floor? Yes. You want to just put a tape recorder and jump? Yes. Whatever you want to do, but please do. Another one thing about exercises, see, one woman comes and asks, I work from morning to middle of the night. What are you saying? I'm not working or I'm not. That is not the case. A mind has to think why we are doing exercise. Endorphins has to come. That has to help you to give you the necessary boost to your body. The mind has to realize this is exercise. That and all is work. That is only going to create fatigue for you. So what you have to do is this 15 minutes is an exercise or 20 minutes is an exercise. And you do it on the fixed time every day. The mind and the body is ready at that time to do the exercise and get that necessary endorphins. So that is a very important factor. Third is don't get very scared. Menopause also எல்லாமே எதுவும் கடந்து போகும். எதுவும் போகாதது எதுவும் கிடையாது. So எதுவும் கடந்து போகும். So don't get worried. You will go through all this and come out very successfully in flying colors. So just understanding your health, taking the good, avoiding the worst traditions, and having a balanced attitude helps in having a good health. I don't know. Chatல ஏதோ இருக்கு.
கொஷின்ஸ் கேட்குறாங்க. நீங்கள் ஆன்சர் பண்ணலாம். இவங்க கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஆன்சர் பண்ணுறேன்.
Okay. Now let us answer few questions. Ideal or a perfect pregnancy that women should strive for. First, women should strive for pregnancy. There is nothing called ideal pregnancy, non-ideal pregnancy. Nothing like that. You are pregnant, you try to keep yourself and your baby healthy. That is the ideal pregnancy. That is, once again, having good exercise, eating right food, understanding pregnancy, going through your proper checkups on time, having the support, having the mental stability, and understanding that I'm pregnant and I am now a very responsible person. I cannot behave like a child, because some people get married very early and they have a child and they still will be like a child. You must understand, you must slowly, that is actually you're going to another stage of your life. Understand all that, you will definitely have an ideal pregnancy. Are pregnancy cravings a myth? No, pregnancy cravings are very, very true. Some people, it is called pica. Some people have a craving to have uh, whatever they show in your film, manga சாப்பிடுறது, சாம்பல் சாப்பிடுறது. All that is true because suddenly you have a change of taste. What you used to love earlier, you used to hate. Even that smell and the sight, you might feel like vomiting. All this is very true, and but all this will go away after your fourth and fifth month. That what happens normally. There are people who used to say that you cannot have sex while pregnant because it will hurt your baby. No, you can have sex during your pregnancy. After few months, like 4 to 5 months, first few months, sometimes you have to be very gentle because a spasm or a contraction of the uterus can be troublesome, particularly you have had a bad obstetric history. Second, when you are having a sex during pregnancy, women on top position is always better because you will not be able to give too much of pressure on the women. PCOS bring early diabetes. Please explain, because see, in PCOS there is already a hormonal imbalance. There can be insulin resistance. So there is a possibility such women can. It is not a dictum, but a possibility that they can have a early diabetes. Once again, you have this knowledge. Now, how are you going to see? There are two ways to go about it. One, I have the knowledge, I will keep worrying. I'm going to have early diabetes, I'm going to have early diabetes. Or I can work on it, have proper diet, do exercise, and always routinely check on my sugars once in a year or once in 6 months. It really helps. So that is what I said. It is not just the knowledge, how you apply your knowledge. Whether you are going to be in denial or you are going to be in fear or you are going to apply it and make it useful for yourself. Heart disease affect more than heart disease affect more women? No, it all depends on the type of the disease. Heart problems, actually women are protected because of estrogen, but once they become premenopausal and menopausal, and nowadays they are more stressed more than the men. Of course, heart disease do you get it in premenopausal and menopausal. I think we are done with the questions. Check with me.
Ma'am, thank you for the information section, ma'am. That was nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Mina.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the. Stay tuned for the more section like this. Stay tuned with the Apollo Cradle and Children Hospital. Thanks, ma'am.